Failed her first UPSC attempt, even though she studied 14 hours a day. But the shocking truth? She was doing everything right, except one hidden habit. Last month, she discovered that talking to herself out loud was the missing piece. And today, that single habit helped her score 40% higher in her mock tests. If you stay until the end, I'll show you the exact reason why this weird habit is actually a secret superpower almost nobody knows about. Really happened inside that tiny PG room in old Rajinder Nagar, Delhi. When Priya kept all her heavy thoughts and notes trapped silently in her head, it felt exactly like being crushed in the middle of Mumbai's local train during peak evening rush hour. Pure chaos, nothing connected. But the moment she began speaking her doubts and concepts out loud, order appeared from the mess. Psychologists call this external processing. A study from the University of Michigan found that people who vocalize their thoughts can locate important information up to 50% faster and solve complex problems much more efficiently than those who only think in silence. More powerful, when Priya started talking to herself, something incredible happened inside her brain. Her speech center, her auditory cortex, and her problem-solving prefrontal cortex all lit up at the same time, like 3 different parts of her mind suddenly started working as one team. She wasn't just thinking anymore. She was creating a full neural symphony. One night in her PG room, Priya was stuck on a tough polity question about the Indian Constitution. She walked around the small space and said loudly, "Priya, explain Article 14 again, like you're teaching a 10-year-old. Within 4 minutes, the confusion cleared. The answer became crystal clear. That single moment showed her the hidden power she had been missing for months. Priya turned this habit into her daily ritual. Every evening at 9 p.m., after dinner in her joint family home in Delhi, she would close her room door and spend 20 minutes talking through her weakest subjects out loud, using her own name. She didn't just repeat notes. She asked herself hard questions. "Priya, why did you get this question wrong last time? What's the real logic here?" This simple shift created something psychologists call self-distancing. Instead of feeling overwhelmed and drowning in stress, Priya became both the struggling student and her own calm coach at the same time. Research from Professor Ethan Cross at the University of Michigan shows that people who use self-talk this way can regulate their emotions better, handle pressure more effectively, and stay focused even during 14-hour study days. Exactly why some of the greatest minds in history relied on the same habit. Albert Einstein walked through the streets of Princeton talking out loud to himself while solving complex equations. Nikola Tesla narrated every detail of his inventions in his New York laboratory. Even in India, many top rankers and athletes use self-talk before crucial moments. For Priya, the real transformation came when she stopped hiding this habit. The next time her mother knocked on the door asking why she was talking alone, Priya smiled and said, "Mummy, I'm not crazy. I'm training my brain to think clearer." That single habit didn't just improve her marks. It gave her control over her anxiety, her confusion, and her future. She finally understood. Talking to yourself isn't a sign of loneliness. It's a sign that you trust yourself enough to be your own greatest teacher. Every time you catch yourself talking out loud while studying, preparing for exams, or facing family pressure, don't feel embarrassed. You are not weird. You are not alone. You are running a high-level strategy meeting with the smartest person in your life, yourself. Now tell me in the comments, do you talk to yourself? When and where do you do it the most? If this story helped you see your habit in a new light, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more real psychology tips made for Indian students. See you in the next video, because the ones who understand their mind always recognize each other.